did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a black. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People act. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Wait, need a light year just to catch my buzz.
Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now this carries into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, Kaepernick. This is the tight end fan. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Complete to Jerry Jeudy.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? First down, drive keeps moving.
Now left side on the swing pass. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The 23 yards, the pickup there. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. first carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 12 carries, 69 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now, lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr completes it. He's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and Henry finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 40-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 1st down, Carr, flush to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what don't get too greedy, he forced it there. You saw the end result.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
But that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Raiders 0.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The tackle made by...
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him? They were on him in a hurry.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 40.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
29-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And
on 2nd and 9, Carr, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Carlson on for the PAT. Got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So the Broncos coming out now. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's taken on the 25. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong.
And this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over first.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Broncos first down.
Kaepernick now on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. To throw, Kaepernick. He's got a man, and Sutton, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got Gordon open, completes it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Mike Batchley set to kick.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From just shy of midfield, Carr flushed out right, and he rifles one incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Able to find Waller, that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No push for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Third and 4.
From the gun now on third down. Carr steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard.
A little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Escape, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
Fourth down.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Raiders 17.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and...
It's a foot race. He completes this to Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 28-yard line.
Incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
36-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Broncos.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
First down.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Well, a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Again, it's Kaepernick. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now, Kaepernick again. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Colin Kaepernick. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Well, that is vintage Colin Kaepernick right there, Charles. What a run.
He's definitely one of the best we've seen in the last decade or so in the NFL, and I would say probably even more than that. When he gets loose, there's almost no way to stop it. And he takes that one all the way to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Over the middle, taken in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll back, looking for it. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kareem Jackson, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football. If you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
2nd and 10.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And the third down throw incomplete as well.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. Aguilar has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off is J.J. Wilcox, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back in his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 48.
So Derek Carr and the offense down by 11, a minute 50 to play. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. His throw is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Todd Davis. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
23. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Freeman again. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On third down, it's Freeman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense, of course. No one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for our entire